the hotel where ICE is staying.
There'll be no rest for the wicked today, Egghead.
That's right, Batman. There ain't no rest for the wicked, even when they try to close their eyes for some good night's sleep. Because last night, anti-Gestapo protesters were having a rolling noise demo and protest in downtown Minneapolis, targeting hotels where federal agents were reportedly staying. The Canopy by Hilton and the Renaissance Minneapolis Hotel, both luxury hotels, where instead of getting a restful night's sleep, ICE was greeted with this. The entirety of downtown Minneapolis streets was flooded with party protests of class solidarity to deprive ICE Gestapo agents of their well-needed beauty rest.
Woo! Your Botox, Miss Nom? Oh yeah, fix me up.
Another day doing what's top.
It even appears that the local Minneapolis Police Department joined in on the noise protest by lining the streets, I guess to keep order, but then throwing on their sirens in support. Now, of course, a lot of the fascist bootlicking trolls online are trying to say that that was an attempt to silence the protesters and many other egregious things that we'll talk about a little later. But that kind of falls apart when you see further footage of the protests and remember that Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey was flanked by officers when he said this.
Little I can say, again, that'll make this situation better, but I do have a message for our community, for our city, and I have a message for ICE. To ICE, get the fuck out of Minneapolis. We do not want you here. Your stated reason for being in this city is to create some kind of safety, and you are doing exactly the opposite. People are being hurt. Families are being ripped apart. Long-term Minneapolis residents that have contributed so greatly to our city, to our culture, to our economy are being terrorized, and now somebody is dead. That's on you. And it's also on you to leave.
And boy, did Minneapolis take that to heart. You had protesters at points getting right up to the windows of the hotels where ICE was reportedly staying.
That window is gonna break. That window's gonna break. That window's gonna break. The hotel where ICE is staying, or where they think ICE is staying.
Nobody will fucking call.
You then, of course, had some of the icons of ICE protesting, like the Sharkman, Frogman, and Pikachu, busting down moves to show their support of the movement. And as if sheer incompetence, zero training, and peaking in high school wasn't enough to agitate these incompetent ICE losers, the sleep deprivation technique does appear to be making more of them seemingly fuck up.
Shame on you.
Listen, have y'all not learned from the past couple of days? Have you not learned?
Learned what? What's our lesson here? What do you want us to learn?
Following federal agents.
Give me my phone.
Yeah, I kind of wish he had finished that thought before assaulting that woman, because what is the lesson here, shitbag? That us using our civil liberties and right to free speech to fight against tyranny is warrant for you to shoot us in the face 3 times? And speaking of responses and humiliating ICE agents, you had some pretty cathartic ones online, like, that's more of a celebration than a threat. What are they gonna do next? Carol sing them into submission? Or get ICE the fuck out of your hotels at Hilton Hotels. Good. Don't let them rest. Fuck them. They want peace, but you don't get peace when you murder an innocent woman in broad daylight. A mother of 3, a wife, someone's daughter. Props to everyone out there. Run those fuckers right up out of there. As well as one of my personal favorites, Champions League's nights in Europe are way more disruptive than this. If they bitch, they should have to take off their hoods, put down the noose, and not be able to show up to work the next day. And let's be real, that is the point, because the federal government is not going to do anything to stop this. They are the bad guys. But try telling that to MAGA-thumping moron fascist bootlickers like this idiot from Canada, who told us in response to these protests to use the Insurrection Act and the Communist Control Act. Or Alaska girl here, who either had an aneurysm while typing this or just doesn't know grammar, who said Democrats' tools if stolen fraud elections, paid chaos, that's all this is. I know that you are that stupid, so instead I'll ask, have you no empathy? Do you really think this is fraud and Democrats paid to be political agitators like Trump says? Are you that empty of empathy and morality to not recognize that this is a very real, visceral response of fear and anger and outrage at the murder of a member of their community, a mother, an innocent bystander? On top of all of the other myriad atrocities that this administration has been, is, and will continue to commit. It's so ironic that the people who have been brainwashed for decades with right-wing propaganda are the ones throwing allegations of this being a fucking psyop, or people are being paid. Like the Sandy Hook shooting wasn't real, like Parkland were a bunch of paid agitator kids. My brother in Christ, the Democrats can't even fundraise to win a fucking election. You think they're that organized to go out there and pay fucking Pikachu to dance in the street of Minneapolis? Are you fucking... Where do you get your lobotomies? And look, I hope this comes off as a feel-good story. I think it should. I think there's a lot to celebrate here. But there were also people in that comment section saying that they weren't going far enough, or this wasn't doing anything, and even calling for the V word, which I can't say because YouTube. And in an actual logical society, those are conversations very nuanced that probably need to and should be had. Where is the line? How far do we go to fight for ourselves and protect ourselves and our communities? But that conversation can't even happen in earnest unless all of us can fucking recognize that we are not the enemy, they are. The government is, the Trump regime is, the billionaires, the oligarchs that want this shit happening, that want to destabilize all of our lives so they can siphon the wealth into themselves. That is where this is coming from. And yes, there are fucking morons and lunatics and violent people out there. Most of them are on the right. And sure, some of them are on the fringe of the left. The fringe of the left being, I think people should have housing and healthcare. Not, I think innocent women should get shot 3 times in the face in their car while this ICE agent's calling her a bitch and filming it like he's gonna post it on TikTok and can easily move out of the way of the car, and then the entire fucking regime gets behind his incompetent loser ass who's also married to a foreign Filipina woman and try to defend the same people, the same regime that wouldn't give a fuck if they died. Fuck them. Fuck ICE. If you agree, drop a like, subscribe, and let's make fascists If you agree, drop a like and subscribe, and let's make fascists afraid again. For US Democratic Socialists and Really American, I'm Kenny Hesse. I'll see you guys in the next one.